hit the like button, whatever it is, because we got everything y'all need, man. Listen, and what you ain't looking for, you gonna be looking for it then.
Scribe or Deebo gonna whoop your ass.
The Patriots went on head out there and stunned them boys over there in Buffalo 23-20.
Yes.
What we talking
Defense.
about? Defense, turnovers, dude. Turnovers. The big thing. Yes, buddy.
Turning the ball of the Bills, man.
The-
That's how the Bills killed themselves with the turnovers, bro.
Yeah, so I guess the Bills had an NFL record 26 game streak without losing the turnover battle broken when they turned the ball over. Was it 4 times? Four times this, or was it 3? 3 or 4? One or the other, dude. It wasn't. It wasn't. Hey, listen, they got a quarterback over there, dude. They actually got a quarterback over there.
Oh, May.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
May?
yes.
Yeah. May doing this thing, dude. Real talk. Buffalo had 2 fumbles in that first quarter, a bunch of penalties. Like I believe they had twice as many penalties at halftime than they had points. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like New England's defense, dude, they played well. They did
out.
good, even though they had a few injuries too. They had a few injuries. They had 4 takeaways, bro. May looked good, dude. Like he was passing the rock. He was using his feet to get things going, putting his head down, going ahead and doing what he had to do to try and get what he needed to. He ended up 22 at 30 for 273. And you know that boy Diggs went loose on him.
Man.
Loose on him, boy. 10 for 146.
On his old team, bro. Came back with like, I got something for y'all last. Y'all thought I wasn't good enough no more? Y'all ain't want me here?
No, they ain't really want me. You know, they said he had some growing up to do. I guess he was a problem. I guess that was the report from there. And what was it, Minnesota? And then when he got to Houston, it was totally different. I think everybody has points in times where they need to mature or grow up. Prime example, like we got rid of receiver now playing for
George
Dallas. Yeah, we got rid of Pickens, right?
Pickens.
So everybody's like, why would they do that? His play was not the issue. They were unsure of his maturity. Like you may have to hit a spot here or there or have something happen before you're able to, mature into, the person that you may become, later on in your career. Just as Diggs is saying, like, yo, I'm a lot more mature. They're saying he's a leader. He's vocal. He's like that was something that he had to mature into. Now, if say he had stayed in Buffalo and continued the same thing and they did what was ever necessary to keep him, he's not going to mature because you're saying your behavior that you're doing is going to achieve the goal that you want. And that's how players become, okay, it was a little bit of an issue to it's a lot of an issue to now you can't control the issue and you have to get rid of them because you fought so long to try and keep them there that they were determined that, you know what, the behavior I'm doing is what's going to get me what I want instead of being like, yo, it's not going to work. We're going to move you. Well, it's not going to work. We're going to move you. Okay. So I guess the problem is not the teams I was on. The problem is me. And it takes some self-awareness to realize that that's what it is and that's what happens. And maybe right now, Pickens is over there, doesn't realize, like, you know what? I needed to do something to grow up. You ain't hearing nothing about anything that's, going on the field, off the field, whatever it may be. So, it could be one of those situations.
No, for sure. I mean, I can definitely see what you're saying because people, when you first get into, you never know like the business of the league. You know what I'm saying? You just think you out there playing football and all that stuff, but getting cut, getting released, getting traded to another team would change his perspective real fast to understand, like, okay, like I might have went about some things differently, and this game could be taken away from me. So I gotta kind of mature in a little bit, and maybe I can handle things a little bit better. So I definitely understand where you're coming from there. Because dudes come in 21 years old, you a kid at the beginning, and then you
Mhm.
start seeing you play a little bit. You see some other dudes, you talking to them about situations, and then you learning experience. You can't just get learning experience without living through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't.
Yes.
You
Believe
gotta
me,
mature
dude, I
through
understand
action.
what you're saying. If I would have listened to everything I was told when I was young and actually took that advice and used it instead of having to go through the process of, you know what, let me be hard-headed and find out myself, I'd be a whole lot further in life. I think all of us
Everybody would.
in life. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
Diggs over there now doing this thing, grinding it out. Like he's the from what they're saying, he's the perfect, he's the perfect player. He's a perfect teammate,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the guy that is vocal, a leader over there. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it over there.
I'm
I
liking it
mean, we
too,
whooped
man.
them, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, we are the Steelers though. So that don't matter. But
Man, they
Buffalo did help them a lot you know, with penalties.
with penalties,
You
with
sit there and you
turnovers.
look at it, I think Buffalo had more yards than them, had more first downs than them. I think they even had more plays than them. But the Killers, they also had more penalties and more turnovers. And, they said they're not, well, I guess it was a thing that came out where they were saying, they're not worried or stressed about. I wouldn't either because you basically
Mhm.
you self mutilated yourself. Y'all killed yourself with
Yeah.
penalties and turnovers. Understandable. I could see that. But still, somebody had
Shout
to be
a
out there and get those turnovers and force
no,
those
for sure.
turnovers and and
I,
and recover those turnovers and put those points up. And that was Drake and them, you know.
yes. Yes. And at the end of the day, too, when they was driving it down, their defense got that stop and they kicked the field goal to tie the game.
Mhm.
When Drake got that ball back and was able to march the joint all the way down with him and Diggs and then escaping from the sack, like
Dude,
being able to
he is
making a
making
great
throws full stride, half stride, long down the field on the money
on the
and
money.
in no position other than what his player could catch it. Dude, that is scary.
Yeah. He went and won the game. Their defense put them in positions to be able to get into that position, and then he went and won that game, man. So he was just able to, like you said, making great down the field throws when you need it most. Because every games have ebbs and flows. It's gonna be first quarter, second quarter, turnover here, whatever, whatever. What's happening in the fourth? What can we win the game? Is it still close? Because everything else is all
Mhm.
that we can figure it out. Like there's fluff, but now when it's time to the nitty gritty, coach, what are we doing? Are we going to score or are we not? You know what I'm saying? Like, and being able to walk out of that stadium in the fourth. So it just means so much more because he can go into that now and like that's good, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we can play the Bills, tight defense, balled out, and then we gotta get it into May's hands. Him and Diggs brought it down for us to get the win. So I think it
Right.
just brings some confidence in the whole team. Like all this other shit that happened, whatever, we can deal with it. But when it got down to the nitty gritty and we needed to score or get down to the field goal range, run out the clock, whatever it is may be, May did it for us and we won that game. So that's a positive for them for sure.